Nigga!
It's Madden NFL 24 on EA Sports, and we'll see who rules the skies in tonight's battle. It's the Seattle Seahawks and the Baltimore Ravens, and it's coming up next.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to historic Baltimore, Maryland, and M&T Bank Stadium. Coming up, we got a good matchup on tap here, as it'll be the Seattle Seahawks taking on the Baltimore Ravens. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, the wait is over. The regular season is upon us. It is kickoff weekend around the NFL. Our two teams here getting in a final tune-up, but let's look ahead to the 2023 season. What are you going to be watching for?
How about some of the recognizable new faces in new places? Aaron Rodgers, Derek Carr, Odell Beckham Jr. The identity of teams under new coaches in places like Houston, Carolina, and Denver. Then, of course, the rookies. After the draft, we want to see how they perform.
Here's the kicker, Jason Myers, to get this one started. And off we go from M&T Bank Stadium. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Ravens offense set to go to work, and it's Lamar Jackson now at his 6th NFL campaign who will lead the way.
All the talk of Jackson leaving the Ravens this offseason was just that, talk, as the two sides hammered out a deal that made him the highest paid player in the NFL. And why would they want to separate? When he has the ball in his hands, great things typically happen.
The drive starts with a carry by Edwards. That's some good hard running there as he'll push his way forward for about 5.
If you're a coach, you'll absolutely take that run every time on first down because it really sets you up to go in a number of directions here on second.
On second down, here's Jackson. Well, that's complete to the fullback, Ricard. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. A loss on that play, and now third down gets tougher. 3rd and 6.
I think they tried to fool him on that one. You know, being able to throw the ball to the fullback position. No one was fooled on that play.
No, lost yardage. You think they should yank that one from the playbook, at least for the time being?
I think what you do is you take it out and you evaluate it next week in practice.
This defense looking for an early stop. This is 3rd down and 6. Here's Jackson to throw. And he's just going to be short here, barely, maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game, but it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go up and make the tackle right away.
And in their own territory, needing only a few inches, they're going to line up to go for this thing on 4th down.
Well, that's what's called being aggressive right there. But I don't know that it's reckless. I think it's much more of a message. A defense, I believe in you in case we don't get it. An offense trying to let them know he believes in them as well.
I like it. Your first drive of the game in plus territory, be aggressive. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. A kind of a lucky break on the prior drive, Charles. The turnover on downs that the offense had didn't come back to bite them after the other side. Their defense came through, was able to hold them without any points.
I would agree with you, partner. A little bit of a lucky break indeed, but you know what they'd say to us. No luck, just pure skill. We rose to the challenge, and we didn't permit a score. That's how we roll.
Well, I'm kind of curious, Charles, if they might temper their aggressiveness now offensively if they get in that fourth down spot again.
Yeah, one would think so, but maybe because they held them, they might go for it again.
Now 2nd and 9. Now it's Jackson. Flush to his right. He throws it on the move, but can't connect as that falls incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9.
Delay of game, offense.
Well, the offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted.
Still 3rd down.
After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long. Throwing is Jackson. Steps away to his left. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field.
Holding, offense.
That's on the guard, Kevin Zeitler, first-round pick back in 2012. So following the holding call, what can they do here on 3rd and long? Jackson. And that's going to be incomplete.
Every offense tells you they want to come out and start fast. That's not unusual at all. But this group, they've yet to get much rolling through their first 2 drives. It looks like they have to give up the football again after this one.
Facing 4th down, Baltimore will punt. Jordan Stout out there. And back deep is DJ Dallas. This will be a 41-yard punt, 3 on the return. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. So the Seahawks ready to take over on offense, and it is a first-time Pro Bowler who leads them out, Charles, in his 11th year now, Geno Smith.
When the Seahawks named Smith the starter last season, it gave him an opportunity he wasn't sure he would get again. And then he became one of the best quarterbacks in football and sustained it across a full 17 games, winning Comeback Player of the Year. Saved his career with last season and keeps the Seahawks as true contenders.
The leading rusher among rookies a season ago. Here's Kenneth Walker. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 16 yards right off the bat and a 1st down.
Great pickup by Walker. It was the 2nd back off the board in the 2022 draft. But he was first among rookies in carries, yards, and touchdowns, and was Rookie of the Year runner-up.
They'll fake it. Now Smith. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Patrick Queen got in there to stick him. He gets the sack.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. On 2nd down, it's Walker. Well, that run good for 6 yards, but they're still looking up at a 3rd and 15. Tall task ahead of them here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chains. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And this is going to be incomplete.
1 first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. Oh, a big decision here early. Look at this. They're going to go for it on their own side of the field. They snap it to Smith. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. A surprising move to go for it predictably, at least somewhat predictably. It doesn't pay off, and the Ravens get the football back and in great shape. So just shy of midfield, they tried it, didn't work out. What did you think?
I thought that they should have punted the ball away. Should have gotten rid of it and played defense with better field position. Look, I'm as aggressive as anyone wanting to go for it on offense, but in this situation, it doesn't.
First half.
I don't know that there's any risk. I mean, what's the reward for your risk here? I would not have done that. My only explanation is this coach, he may want to be up here in the booth with us. We may have a 3-man booth starting next week if he keeps up with those decisions.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Jackson now. That's complete. Left side to Bateman.
Doesn't matter whether it's a zone coverage or man coverage, the drag route can be effective when it's run well.
A couple extra tight ends in the formation here as they line up 3rd and 2. Now Jackson. A quick throw there is incomplete. Just what Seattle was hoping for. The coverage holds, and now 4th down.
How about this defense? They came up with a couple big plays in this sequence, and none better than the one right there, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
So Jackson will head to the Ravens sideline, and on comes Justin Tucker for the field goal try. And now the Seahawks are going to take a timeout here on defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
They got to walk that walk, baby. Let's rock and roll. Here we go. This is what you step up right here, baby. Let's be smart. Let's play ball. They can't stop us.
Would have been a decently long field goal, 51 yards from here, but instead they're going to go for it. Jackson. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. John Harbaugh not afraid to go for it this time. Doesn't work out. And the Seahawks are going to take over the football. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And last time, went for it on fourth, didn't get it. We'll see if they can pick themselves up off the mat and do better this go-around.
Sometimes I have this vision of coaches writing notes to themselves before a game, and sometimes that note says, be aggressive, stay aggressive. Maybe that's what we saw in the last possession.
Yeah, they were very aggressive. This time, will it result in points? We'll find out. Seahawk football here to start quarter number 2, as they've got it with a 2nd down and 2 coming up. Throwing is Smith. This complete to Lockett. And he is going to lose yardage here. They'll come up now 3rd and 3. They'll try for the first with Walker. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down. They needed 3. He doubled that. He got 6. Now Geno. His throw incomplete.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
Smith, an incomplete pass on first down. Now it's 2nd and 10. Geno now to throw. And not wanting to take a shot out of the pocket, he tucks it and goes down. They'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's 3rd down.
Brandon, so often we talk about whether or not a quarterback was surprised by the pressure, by the blitz. Most of the time, they're not surprised by that, but the speed in which someone gets there. And on this play, I don't think he had any other chance or choice.
Are they taught? And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Ken Walker, 62 yards. And the Seahawks post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this 2nd quarter. The game had been pretty uneventful offensively until that big strike.
No doubt about it. Almost felt like they were just going back and forth a little bit in the first quarter. But in the 2nd quarter, things ramped up a little bit. Things jumped up. And you're exactly right. Going to make a highlight film or two. We'll be watching that one later on today.
Jason Myers now for the extra point. And this will give the Seahawks a 7-0 lead. That time a 6-play drive. And it was Ken Walker who finished things off with a touchdown catch. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. No run back here for Duvernay. Touchback out to the 25. And Baltimore's offense set for this next possession. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now.
Hey, middle.
Here's the 4th-year man, J.K. Dobbins. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. And now the Seahawks are going to call another timeout. That's their 2nd, so they'll have 1 remaining here in this 2nd quarter. We'll be right back. Now it's Jackson. Eluding the pressure right. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. A gain of 32 that time.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far. And never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
that for a chain mover. They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Here's Jackson. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
Now a 2nd and 10. Jackson on the give to Dobbins. Good footwork at the 30. And he's going to get this pretty close to a 1st down as the tackle is made at the Seahawks 29. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
3rd and 2. Here's Jackson. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
So Jackson will head to the Ravens sideline, and on comes Justin Tucker for the field goal try. Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout. And with that, they're now out of timeouts, and still plenty of time remaining here in this 2nd quarter.
DC, ready?
Well, they'll say no to the 46-yard field goal try. They're going to go for it.
180.
To throw is Jackson. This for Beckham, and he's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Ravens. A great effort there. 29 yards. And the Ravens' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Wow, talk about a big 4th down conversion for the score. Defensively, how do you let that happen?
I think you start with the offense, and you give them credit for going for it and having that type of, well, let's face it, audacity. But defensively, I think you're right on target, partner. There's no way something like that's supposed to happen in that situation. You're supposed to be able to shut that down and get the ball back for your own team. Instead, they give up not just a big play, but a touchdown.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So that drives 6 plays, 75 yards. And it's OBJ, Odell Beckham, who ends it with a touchdown reception. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. DJ Dallas to return it from his end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further. And Seattle now ready to march out of the field. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Smith, an incomplete pass on 1st down. Now it's 2nd and 10. Throwing now is Geno. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
They approach this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. offense is going to go here on 4th down. Here we go on 4th. Smith. A hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And now, boy, the ball's going to go over on downs here inside the 10-yard line. So with their backs practically backed up against the goal line, just why? Why did they do that?
I'm taking it from the other perspective because I have zero answer about why. How about if you're on defense and you realize they're going for it in this situation? That's just blatant disrespect for your team. And you're almost incredulous. You're like, what are they planning on doing here? What kind of crazy play should we expect to see? But there's no way they should pick that up here, and they didn't.
And now incredible field position. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Edwards. They give him 2 yards officially, and now it'll be 3rd and goal. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. This Seattle defense, they haven't broken yet. Coming up here on a 3rd and goal situation. And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here.
Encroachment defense.
A bit of a jump there, CD. He breaks the line, and that'll be 5 yards.
And you've got to stay more disciplined than that, Brandon. That's just a free gift to the offense.
The ball placed just outside of the end zone as they come up again on another 3rd and goal. Jackson's going to try the sneak, and he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. The sneak successful from a yard out, and the Ravens have taken the lead. So it takes them just 3 plays here to find the end zone. And you remember, of course, this was all set up by their defense.
Yeah, they got the stop on 4th down, so I imagine the offense said to their defense, thank you very much for this great starting field position. And like you said, 3 plays later, they're in the end zone.
Now Tucker to add the PAT. No, he missed the PAT. No good on the extra point, so a letdown there, and this will stay a 6-point ball game.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Now Smith and the Seahawks going to come up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Hands it to Walker to begin the series. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. Clock running, and the Seahawks, they're running 2, trying to speed up to the line of scrimmage. Left side here, that's the tight end Fan. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like right at the 40. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a 1st down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the short catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
2nd and 10, Smith again. And he goes down. The Ravens are able to get to him. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. Smith. And he can only manage to get this to the 45-yard line. Well short of the first. Now, how about this? They'll change it at the line. On fourth down, Smith. That's to his running back, complete. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And it'll be a turnover on downs. So they give it up just on their side of midfield. And, yeah, I mean, a surprising decision there to go for that.
Must have a lot of confidence in his defense. Must feel like, hey, we're in great shape here because our defense can hold them because they're really outside of field goal range now. All right, the opposite team. So if you hold them here, you haven't given up any points. You may give up a punt and you're pinned down a little bit, but must have thought it was an okay spot to go for it and decided to be aggressive.
Throwing now, Jackson on first down. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
On second down, here's Jackson. Forced out to his left. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for third.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing a throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the first down, and don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
And he'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first.
They asked him to take charge and get them to a spot where they could at least attempt a kick before the half, and he does just that. Didn't trust what he saw downfield, so he took it upon himself to get them into field goal range using his legs. That's coming through with a play they needed in a big spot.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. And for Jackson, this may be a free play. Rolling to his left. And now he'll let this one go deep, back over the middle. And that'll be incomplete. The flag was down, so they took a shot, thinking it's on the defense. Let's see. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. Tucker's kick is good, but hang on, a flag is down. Now, if it's on the defense, they might decline it and take the points.
That penalty is declined.
So we come upon halftime with 9 points separating these two teams. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome everyone to our brand new studios here in downtown Orlando in the EA Sports Halftime Report. The Ravens were led in that first half by who else? The former MVP Lamar Jackson. He had a touchdown both in the air and on the ground to help push his guys into the lead at the break. Both teams going back through their game plans, making their final halftime adjustments. And for the call of the second half, we go back up to Baltimore and rejoin Brandon and Charles.